Thank you for listening to our favorite interviews. From Florida with Arts is proud to present Bjorn Encke. Mr. Encke is a rock star, and we talk about his rabbits. Enjoy! Good morning, and welcome to another episode of From Florida with Arts. I am your host, George Sebastian. With me, as always, sipping on a fresh morning cup of coffee, is the rejuvenating...
That's whiskey, George.
Mickey St. John.
Mickey St. John!
Mickey, how are you today?
George, I'm doing better and better by the sip.
Excellent. On the show today, we are joined by a Bjorn Encke. I'm sorry, that's Bjorn. Bjorn Encke. Is that right?
I think it's Encke. George.
Mr. Encke is well known as a purveyor of produce, but a little known fact around these parts is that he used to be a rock star.
Rock star?
Mickey, did you ever hear of the band Floof?
Floof? No, never heard of Floof. I would have heard of Floof had I heard of Floof, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have a note here. It's Fluff.
Oh, yeah, Fluff. I love those guys.
Early 70s.
Yeah, I was high.
Rock band.
All the time. Good stuff.
I heard a song once.
I bet you did.
I didn't listen to that much rock and roll.
Well, you were missing out.
Well, Mr. Encke was the lead guitarist. And a mighty fine one from what I understand.
Well, blow me down. Yeah, no, some of those, some of that was good stuff. Good stuff.
Mr. Encke, how are you today?
Hey, George, I'm great. How are you doing?
I am here.
Aren't we all?
Thank you so much for being on the show today. I understand he had been
George,
on
let
tour.
me just cut in here. So the real reason that I wanted to come on your show was because I wanted to spread the word about how lovely Angora rabbits are. I have spent a great deal of time breeding Angora rabbits, and they're just so great. They have the softest wool.
I love
wool. By the way, George, when you harvest that wool, it never hurts the rabbits. Anybody who would hurt those sweet little things is a monster, and I would go through great efforts to try and hurt them.
Oh, man. Those rabbits.
Bjorn, I would love to talk about your rabbits. Tell me more about them.
Well, they're inexpensive to feed. Breeding them is so simple. It's easy. And reproduction is fast. I'm talking weeks.
I heard they breed like rabbits.
That's like two bunnies. Mr. Encke, I have always said that rabbits are nature's cotton balls. Don't you think that they're just...
I couldn't agree more.
They're cute, they're lovely.
I love rabbits.
I understand not too long ago, you won a blue ribbon for Best Rabbit in Show at the Florida State Fair. True? Untrue?
Well, yes, George. So I had a Angora French rabbit named Belvedere that I took to the state fair.
I would have said English.
A lot of people tell me that, but the thing is, French Angora rabbits actually breed the best fur. And
Breeding.
let me tell you,
I have a lot of action there in the 70s as a rock star, John.
Well,
Curious.
If we're gonna dive right into it like that, yeah, I mean, I definitely lived a fast lifestyle back then, but I've really slowed myself down, and to be honest, I just enjoy taking care of my rabbits now. That's what brings me purpose in life. I decided to leave the band life behind. I enjoy the music much more than I ever enjoyed the drama. There are a lot of things I look back on, a lot of happy memories. So I don't want to say it was an awful time. Anyways, I was very fortunate to get the opportunity to play with those guys. I think we came pretty close to really making it, but I just don't know if I would have ever survived. Anyways, this place is better. I get to play with my rabbits and play music, and no one bothers me out here unless I invite them to.
The countryside.
Oh, I love the countryside. It gives my rabbits lots of room to roam in the fields.
You worry about alligators at all?
No, I try to keep my my rabbit house far away from the alligators. We do have a pond nearby where sometimes alligators will come and go for a swim, but it's all fenced off, so my rabbits can't get to the pond, and alligators can't get over the fence to harm my rabbits.
If I could just say, well, I am in awe. I am in awe. Not only do we have a rock star sitting in front of us, but we have a accomplished, very dedicated rabbit farmer.
Well, thank you, George. I appreciate that.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
1973. It was tragedy. What happened? What happened with you and your band?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was hard on all of us, but
Yeah, well, especially
life goes on.
what about? I mean, it wasn't Sally, right? That was her name. Yeah, she was engaged to Daryl. How'd that go?
Yeah, so I know I said back in '73 that I wasn't with Sally that night, but I was with Sally when Daryl was murdered. And the reason that I said that I wasn't with her was because, I didn't want to make Sally seem suspicious. She was cheating on Daryl with me, and then Daryl gets murdered, and suddenly you have some sort of a plot like on Murder, She Wrote or something.
I love Angela Lansbury.
Lansbury, George, you are horrible with names.
I mean, it was crazy what happened, but yeah, life goes on, and now I have my rabbits.
So I see here that you also raised giant rabbits.
I do, yeah.
How big are they?
George, giant rabbits, you would think that giant rabbits are the bigger of the Angora rabbit species, but in reality, they are little tiny guys.
Oh,
It leads a lot of people astray. But the English rabbits are the big guys. Those are the 15-pounders.
15 pounds of rat.
I can
my
barely lift
my
15.
mind is blown
It's
on so many levels.
I'll tell you the variety of Angora rabbits that you can come across. It is such a wonderful thing, and I want to hug them all.
John, I'm afraid to ask, but is that a packet of photographs of rabbits?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, could we?
I can show you all my rabbits. Do you have time? Do you have time? Because we could be here a while.
Let's do.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, so starting out here is Fluffy, named after Fluff, actually.
Oh, that
really?
is perfect.
That is
I didn't even
And
make that connection.
I didn't either.
You could see with his wild hair,
Look at that.
he kind of resembles that rock and roll lifestyle, except in a cute little cuddly rabbit
Looks like
form.
He looks
nose
like
and a snowball.
Yeah,
Looks like an Ewok.
well, yeah.
Oh, that
So
one, yeah. What's that?
that is Chewbacca, the Angora rabbit.
That's
named
amazing.
after Star Wars came out around the time that Fluff
Yeah,
came out.
yeah.
So
A wordsmith you are.
he actually, I love picking him up and just rubbing him against my face before I go to bed every night.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
He's amazing. And so this is Theodore. This is Columbus. This is
So
Gertrude.
why does what's up with Columbus's head there? Is that he shaved the head?
He unfortunately had a birth defect, so we didn't bring him to the state fair. He had to stay at home. But we love him just as much, and he still is part of the blanket.
Is
of
that
rabbits
a dog? Nope, that's another rabbit.
I can't keep dogs around my rabbits because the safety of my rabbits is the number one priority. They're not pets; they're family.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
So they mean the world to me. I love these little guys.
Wow, that one looks like a horrible accident happened. What is?
Yeah, he
Looks like my grandmother.
he actually he's blind and he ran into a fence, which is why his face is so flat.
Now that is either one of the largest rabbits or one of the smallest women I have ever seen.
Yeah, so I think we briefly went over Belvedere before. That is
that Belvedere there?
That is Belvedere in the
Belvedere.
flesh. Now you'll notice how straight his hair was. I had to order a custom comb from Spain before the state fair, and I didn't stop brushing him for 36 hours straight. I made sure there was not one knot
You
in
didn't sleep
his
for
hair.
36 hours.
Nope, just brush my rabbits.
Unbelievable.
I bet that rabbit could guide me through my coming of age.
I'll tell you, he's like a son to me. I love him. I've watched him grow, and just watching him grow from a little fluff ball to a big fluff ball,
Amazing.
and watching him take home the gold, it was just a dream come true.
Wow.
Is that? I thought it was a blue ribbon.
It's a blue ribbon with a gold medal.
Oh my!
It was the
prestigious.
proudest moment of my life. Made me cry.
What else we got here? Oh, was that a freshly shorn rabbit you got there? They look funny when they're shorn.
Dinah Shorn.
Aren't John Bjorn's shorn rabbits funny?
So the thing about
Yes.
the
It was
thing about
Bjorn.
shearing rabbits, it never hurts them, and that's a common misconception with a lot of people. They think that if you are shearing your rabbits, that instantly makes you a cruel person, but it's not the case. I would never, ever, 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 ever hurt my rabbits.
Well, yeah. I mean, you said they're family. I mean, that's incredible.
I love rabbits.
Mr. Encke, thank you so much for being with us today.
No, I think it's Encke, George. I didn't want to say it the whole time. I think he's being polite.
It's Encke.
Yeah.
But, it's fine.
that is so embarrassing.
No, you're fine.
The whole time.
John, Bjorn, Encke, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You have enlightened us on rabbits. You have enlightened us on the rock star life on the road. And you gave us a little insight, a little breaking news on the tragedy of 1973.
Well, hey, thanks for having me, George. It was a pleasure to be on the show.
And Mickey St. John.
And Mickey, you as well. It was
Don't
absolutely a
forget
pleasure
me.
to meet you both. And any other time that you want me to come on the show and talk about Angora rabbits, or I could even bring Belvedere on the show. You guys can meet him in real life. I think that would be a treat for everyone.
I would love to see
And
him.
he needs to get out of the house too. So
Get some exercise.
yeah. I mean, thanks guys. It was a pleasure.